When we try to solve problems, make strategic decisions, or foster meaningful change from the energy of blame or anger or even self-protection, it just doesn't work. Hi, this is Julie from Bold Authenticity. When we are in the triggered energy of blame and anger, our nervous systems are operating from the survival-based fight or flight mode. As our bodies become tense and closed, our thinking also becomes constrained and rigid. Politicians, the media, and marketeers understand how easy it is to manipulate us when we are triggered into survival mode. From this reactive nervous system state, we lose our creativity, our strategic thinking, and our ability to see multiple possibilities. What most people don't recognize is how significantly being in a triggered survival mode state impacts our ability to do our jobs effectively. I can often tell that one of my coaching clients has been triggered into a survival state when they show up and they are very rigid or narrow perspective, especially when they're usually very strategic, but for some reason it seems like all their critical thinking skills have gone out the window. Instead of jumping right in, we'll pause and do an exercise or meditation to ground their energy and to help them release their emotional charge. When we return to the issue, they are almost always able to see their situation from a new, more empowered perspective that gives them the ability to look at their situation much more strategically. With all the recent change and disruption, I'm noticing more and more people walking around with tense body posture, which is a sign of a triggered nervous system. This is not only impacting how we are relating to one another, it's also impacting how we're showing up in the workplace. What I offer to you is throughout the day, notice, are you relaxed or are you tense? And if you're tense, notice if you're blaming, if you're angry, or if your thinking is rigid in any way. Regardless of why you're tense, take a moment, pause, and breathe. Try to ground yourself, especially in this time of disruption. Developing a grounded presence is one of the most impactful leadership strategies that you can adopt.